This is the Brocade Campus Feature Explainer series. I'm Terry Henry. So today we're going to look at USB disk operations on the ICX series. So how to mount a USB drive, how to copy files to and from, how to show the files, format it, and finally unmount it. So we insert the USB drive. It doesn't have to be a Brocade proprietary one like the VDX or the FA series devices. It can be any sort of USB device. And we start off by mounting that disk. So mount disk 0. Asks you if you're sure. So then we can have a look at the files on it. So if we do a show files disk 0, we see there's no files currently on the device. So let's copy our running config. So copy run to disk 0, and we'll give it a file name config.cfg. So now if we do the same show, we now have a file in there called config.cfg, and you can see the size of it. We could copy our flash to disk 0, and we want the primary flash, and we'll give it a name, router code.bin. Doesn't really matter. So that is going to load it into the flash buffer, and then it's going to copy those files. So it takes a couple of minutes to do that, but obviously we can copy from the device to the USB drive, or obviously from the USB drive to the flash. So it could be boot code, it could be firmware, it could be the PoE code, it could be anything. It really doesn't matter. So anyway, so that's finished. So if we do a show again, we now have 2 files on there. You can also format the disk. So if you had files on there already, you can do a format disk 0. It asks you if you're sure. You say yes, and it only takes a second to format that disk. So if we run the same show command, there's now no files on the disk. And lastly, to unmount that before you remove it, that's important, to do an unmount disk 0, ask if you're sure, say yes, and then it says it's okay to unplug the device, but make sure you unmount it before you unplug it. Anyway, that's it. So thanks for joining.